I ignored everyone inside, called it fate, called it hope. I kept building castles on the edges of you never promised forever, but I filled in the blanks. I fell in love with the version of you that only lived in my head. You showed me exactly who you were, I just chose not to see. I was busy loving the dream instead of the reality. I broke my own heart, trying to make you stay. I kept lowering my standards every time you pulled away. I broke my own heart by loving you alone. I stayed when you were already gone. I defended you to my friends, said he's just afraid. I called your distance timing so I wouldn't feel the pain. I made excuses for silence, called it growing space, but deep down I knew you were never in the same place. I confused potential with love and patience with pain. I thought if I waited long enough, you'd finally change. I broke my own heart every time I tried to turn your half love into something right. I broke my own heart by refusing to leave. I kept choosing you over me. Maybe love shouldn't feel like guessing or hoping they'll care. Maybe love is being chosen without having to beg or prepare. If I could talk to my younger self, I'd tell her the truth. You didn't break me. I broke me loving you. I don't blame you anymore. I finally see my part. I broke my own heart, but I'm healing now. I'm learning how to love myself the way you never knew how. I broke my own heart, but I found my way through. I lost you in the process, but I finally found me too. So this is me letting go of the love I couldn't save. I broke my own heart, but I won't make that mistake again. I still hear your name in the quiet parts of the night, like a song I can't turn off, even when I try. Your jacket's still hanging by the door you never close. I keep pretending I don't care, but my hands still shake when I'm alone. They say time heals everything, but time just taught me how to hide. just miss who I was before I knew how it feels to love someone who doesn't come back. I loved you past goodbye, past the last I love you, past the part where I should have walked away, but my heart didn't know how to. I loved you when you were gone, when your memory was all I knew. Even now, even broken, I still loved you past goodbye. Ooh. So if you ever hear this song and wonder if I'm okay, I'm still learning how to breathe without you every day. I kept telling myself this was just a phase, that love was supposed to hurt in quiet ways. I read your silence like hope instead of the truth. I stayed in the dark, trying to shine for you. Every promise felt borrowed, every kiss felt thin. I was fighting for us while you were already in between. I stayed too long in a love that was half gone. I kept holding your hand while you let go all along. I stayed too long, calling pain my home. I lost myself in the waiting. I stayed too long. I learned how to lower my voice so you wouldn't pull away. I called you distant space so I didn't have to say that I was lonely beside you, that I cried in my sleep. I was begging for effort, you were giving me maybe. Oh, I mistook your comfort for something real. I ignored the emptiness I didn't wanna feel. I stayed too long, believing you'd change. I kept forgiving the things you never tried to explain. I stayed too long while my heart broke slow. I gave you my forever, you gave me just enough to hold. Oh, yeah. If love is meant to be safe, why did it feel like a test? Why was I always the one giving more, loving less? If I could talk to the girl I used to be, I'd tell her walking away isn't the same as defeat. I didn't fail at loving you, I failed at leaving sooner. I stayed too long, but I'm leaving now. I'm choosing peace, I'm learning how to stay too long. But I finally see love shouldn't cost all of me, so this is me closing the door I kept open for you. The bed feels bigger than it used to since you stopped coming home. Your pillow still smells like midnight and the life we almost own. I leave the lamp on low like you're running late. I still listen for your keys, even though I know it's too late. They say I should move on, like it's that easy to do. But every night my body forgets that I'm not waking up with you. I still sleep on your side, like you might come back tonight. Like the space you left behind isn't permanent in my mind. I still sleep on your side, holding there where you should be. It's the closest I can get to the love you took from me. Your phone number's still saved under home in my phone. I rehearse conversations I'll never get to own. Your coffee cup's still waiting in the back of the shelf. I keep everything frozen, like loving you is all I have left. I know you're not coming back. I've heard it 1,000 times, but my heart doesn't speak logic. It only knows what was mine. I still sleep on your side, through the tears, through the nights, through the truth I can't accept, that you're gone from my life. I still sleep on your side, like the past isn't gone, like I won't wake up alone when the morning comes. Yeah. If loving you was a habit, I never learned to quit. If missing you was a language, I'm fluent in every bit. You moved on like it was nothing, like our love was just a phase. But I'm stuck in the moment where you still knew my face. I don't need you to come back, I just need my heart to stop looking for you. I still sleep on your side, even though it hurts to try, even though it breaks my chest every single night. I still sleep on your side, 'cause it feels like home to me. And letting go of you feels harder than missing you endlessly. So if you ever wonder if I'm doing alright, just know I still make room for you every time I close my eyes. I learned how to be quieter so you wouldn't pull away. I folded all my feelings up and packed them out of sight. I memorized your silence like it was something I should say. I kept shrinking myself just to fit into your life. I blame the mirror every night for things I couldn't change. I thought if I loved harder, you would stay. I was never enough, no matter what I stuck in my throat. I called you distance busy so I wouldn't feel alone. You said I was too sensitive, like pain was my mistake. So I apologize for crying while you walked away. I begged myself to change my shape to be what you would prefer. I lost myself in loving you, and you never noticed how I was never enough. I see it now so clear. I gave you every part of me, you only stayed half here. I was never enough. I wore it like my name. I loved you through the damage. You just loved me when it was safe. Maybe you need less love. Maybe you needed more truth. Maybe I wasn't broken, just loving the wrong you. If I could talk to her now, the girl I used to be, I'd tell her it wasn't her fault. It was never about me. I didn't lose you. I lost myself trying to keep you. I was never enough, but I'm learning to be. I don't need your approval to finally free. I was never enough. Someone like you, but maybe I was too much for someone who never knew. So I'm letting go of the weight I carried in your name. I wasn't hard to love, you just couldn't stay. I learned how to read your moods before you said a word. I walked on glass just to keep the peace you never heard. I gave you all my patience, all my gentlest truth. You took my love like oxygen, then left me without you. I kept calling it love, even when it felt wrong. I kept holding on long after you were gone. Loving you hurt me, but I stayed anyway. I bled through every promise you were too scared to say. Loving you hurt me, but I choosing myself. I'm learning how. Loving you hurt me, but it opened my eyes. I deserve the love that didn't survive all my goodbyes. So this is me walking away from the hurt I called love. I didn't feel it loving you. You feel it loving me enough. Ooh, hey. You don't look at me the same like you used to before. Your touch feels like a habit, not something you're fighting for. You say my name like it's heavy, like it takes too much to try. I feel the distance growing every time you don't reply. You say you're just tired, say nothing's really wrong, but I've been hearing goodbye in your silence all along. You don't love me anymore. I can feel it in your eyes, in the way you turn away when I'm breaking inside. You don't love me anymore, and it hurts. didn't slam the door, you didn't raise your voice. You packed your heart in silence, like you never had a choice. Your coffee cup was empty, still warm beside the sink. I stood there in the morning, trying not to overthink. You said I need some space, like space doesn't leave scars, like distance doesn't slowly pull two people apart. You left quietly, no goodbye, no fight, like I was something fragile you didn't wanna break that night. You left quietly, but the silence screams. Now I'm drowning in the words you never said to me. Your name still lives and echoes in every room we share. Your shadow's on the hallway wall, like you're still standing there. I sleep on my side of the bed, your side is cold and wide. I keep reaching out for you, then remembering you're not mine. I would have begged you to stay if I knew it was the end, but you already made your peace while I was still all in. You left quietly, like love was out of breath, like staying any longer would have been worse than death. You left quietly, but I break every night, trying to survive a love that never got a final line. Maybe loud pain would hurt less, maybe anger would feel fair, but you left me with questions and you ghost everywhere. If love is supposed to fade, why does mine still scream your name? I don't hate you, I just wish you had loved me enough to say goodbye. You left quietly, but I'm loud with the pain. I replay every memory like a self-inflicted game. You left quietly, and I stayed too long, trying to learn how to live without you in my arms. So if you ever think of me in the middle of the night, just know I heard you leave even when you didn't say goodbye. We were timing and hope, we were maybe someday. We were plans in the margins that never found their way. I saved all your messages like proof we were real, like loving you almost was something I could feel. You said, not right now, hurt away from me. I held onto your almost like it was certainty. You were my almost forever, my almost home. We were close enough to touch, but never our own. You were my almost, and I loved you the most. It hurts in a way only almost know. We danced around feelings, never spoke them out loud. We were quiet confessions in a too crowded crowd. I learned how to read you between the lines you drew. I was loving the future that never came true. You kept one foot out, kept both feet in. I called it patience, but it was just wish you had been all in. You were my almost, and I was your maybe. I gave you my heart, you never really saved me. You were my almost, but I let you go, 'cause almost forever isn't love I can't hold. So this is me closing the door we left cracked. You were my almost, and I deserve more than that. The city finally falls asleep, but my heart never does. The lights outside my window feel colder than they were. I keep my phone face down, still hoping you might write. I pretend I'm doing fine, but I miss you more at night. During the day I'm stronger, I know how to get by, but the dark remembers everything I try so hard to hide. I miss you more at night, when there's no one else around, when the silence says your name and every thought gets loud. I miss you more at night, when the truth won't let me sleep. I can outrun you in the daylight, but the dark still keeps you close to me. Your side of the bed stays empty, but I leave the space untouched, like somehow you'll come back. If I don't If you ever think of me under the same dark